Thanks, Louis, for spending time with me today. Now, we've heard about big data, data science, and how data science can extract value out of the data. But can you tell me more about data lakes?
Sure, Barry. A data lake is built on a foundation of shared storage and shared compute. On top of this, there's a virtualization layer.
Why would we use virtualization?
Great question. With virtualization, you're able to spin up and spin down resources as needed. So say you need a cluster of Hadoop. You come into the data lake, you choose the options for your cluster, nodes, type of storage, tools that you may need with that. You go through a menu, a prompted menu, choose your options, click go, and in a matter of minutes, your environment is provisioned for you. So when you're done, you perform your analytics, you don't need these resources anymore, you can easily give them back to the data lake.
Nice. So can I spin up my own environment, or do I have to go through a long approval process to get one?
With our data lake, you're able to go in, there's a nice user interface that you're able to choose all the options you need. So yes, you can spin up your own cluster, your own resources, and you don't need to go through IT or any other resources within the organization.
So we've heard about the variety component of big data. What kind of data can be stored in a data lake?
Sure. In our data lake, we're able to ingest several types of data. This includes web, transactional,
Such as sales data?
yeah, you think of your typical lines of business, ERP, CRM, HR. Also, Barry, we're able to ingest social data, such as Twitter, Facebook, Yelp.
Oh, okay. So once the data is in the data lake, how does that help me analyze the data?
Sure. In our data lake, there is a full layer of analytics and tools to support those analytics. Typical tools, Apache Mahout, MongoDB, and several others.
Now, how do I get those tools into my environment?
During the provisioning process, when you spin up your Hadoop, in our example, your Hadoop environment, you can choose what tools you want. NoSQL, SQL on Hadoop, reporting tools, it's all there.
So as I'm wrapping up my analysis and I want to start sharing my results with the users, what are my options in the data lake?
Sure. In the data lake, you have the ability to surface all of the results of your analytics so that they can be consumed by other third-party tools. These tools can include APIs, open tools such as R, and traditional business intelligence tools, such as dashboards, things of the sort, reporting.
Okay. So what was it like before the data lake?
Well, before the data lake, to provision an environment like this, your storage, your compute, your analytics tools, required a lot of work from IT. So you'd have to go, make the request, say you needed a big cluster of Hadoop like we did here. They'd have to find all that storage, they'd have to find all that compute, they'd have to wire it together, they'd have to lay down all the software, the analytics tools. That process could take weeks. With our data lake, that's down to minutes.
So the data lake helps me ingest the data, store the data, analyze the data, surface the results of my analysis, and collaborate with business users.
That's right, Barry. The data lake is a complete ecosystem of tools that enables data scientists, analysts, IT to rapidly provision environments to do analytics.
Thanks, Louis. This was great. Thanks for the overview of the data lake.
Great, Barry. It was fun.